Hello, everybody. Welcome to the show. This is Speak of the Joker, and today we continue and conclude Planet of Lana. Pretty sure that's how it's pronounced. I'll recap with the description from Steam. We've seen almost all of these things so far, but a young girl and her loyal friend named Mui embark on a rescue mission through a colorful world full of cold machines and unfamiliar creatures. I would think that is a fair description thus far. I will also say that in addition, in part one, you can go back and watch it. In part one, we lost our whole family, aliens attacked. But so far, we have found these old ancient ruins that lead me as a player. This is unconfirmed from any third party, but lead me as a player to speculate that this planet was started by aliens or started by an alien human connection, and something happened to those aliens. So that's what I think. I may have said more in my first playthrough that I'm forgetting now, or not my first playthrough, but my first part. And we're going to finish the game now. I know we don't have a ton left, but I'm definitely enjoying the game so far. So we are not here. Let's see. We just got to a new island, probably right as I was to the point where I started complaining that the scenery was all kind of the same with slight variations. And the second I started complaining a little too much, they put us on a beach. So I think maybe somebody, in the playtest, they were like, okay, time for a new scene. I don't know. I don't want to speculate too much. But I do love speculating. Today we're drinking beluga whale coffee brewed roasted in Alaska. I don't think the beans were grown in Alaska, but I did check and I couldn't find. It's much darker than I normally drink. It contains a lot of things of according to the package, Costa Rican coffee, and like a dark roast. And I'm just like, I don't really like dark roast, but I'll tell you, for a dark roast, I do like it. Not my favorite coffee of all time, but definitely gonna keep drinking it, if that makes sense. If my favorite coffee of all time, maybe I would say a little bit more. I do like the humble bay coffee. We forgot to redeem Uncle John GT for being first. Thank you for selecting that channel point. That makes you the first that ever first in the history of all time. Today, congratulations on being first, top, first, best, first, number one, first of all time. Today. And I'll pet Mui just for you. Okay. So, we've discovered, I do still have a bit of a cough, apologies in advance. We discovered a big, mothership type device, and in there we collected this bracelet which gives us access to certain types of machines, and Mui also has this energy ball which gives them some type of interaction with certain types of creatures on the planet. So there are creatures that exist here that maybe were brought in as part of this. I mean, this is new. We're looking for Eno, our brother, not to be confused with Evo. So this could be one creature. This could be multiple creatures. Probably multiple creatures just based on the design. But yeah, this is new information. So, at either now or at some point in the past, there were giant creatures out here, basically. Now, I would say, give myself a little credit. I was doing pretty well with the puzzles. So let's see if I, well, I think I'm gonna lose right now. Oh no, oh, there's a rock in the way. Okay, good. So the sentence I was about to say is, I was doing pretty well with the puzzles, so let's see if I can remember. And then now I'm immediately like, I have no idea what to do. Okay, did you see how Y popped up? Oh, because he's the... Oh, I can control him. Oh, right. Okay, alright. Because he's got the eye. Anything with that eye, we can control, I think. Okay, that's right. Very, yeah, see, I've already forgotten. Wow, these guys are a whole lot more docile when you can control them. Guess that's kind of the point. Can I jump on you? I can't jump on you, but that's okay. So, how do I do this in a way that protects Mui? I don't want him to be attacked. Well, let's see. What's the button to bring Mui to me? Are you kidding me? Are you, what, see, that's what I didn't want. Okay, this game, because there's very specific placement, like, for example, the pig-esque creature needed to stand on that one spot. This game sort of relies on Mui doing and staying exactly where you say. So the downside is there's kind of no AI for it to protect itself, even in very obvious dangerous situations. The upside is you can have precision stopping. So I feel like I don't know exactly what happened there, because I thought I called him to me. So let's just, instead of breaking with Y, let's call him to me. Does that work? Okay, so I just didn't hit that button fast enough. Okay. That's on me. Before I did that interaction, I should have tried to remember what button that was. That's B. You hold B to call him to you, and you tap B to get him to stay where he's at. But he will also stay where he's at unless told otherwise. This looks like a big rock that can fall on that creature's head. But I don't know why I would kill that creature. Oh, sneeze came out of nowhere. I didn't mute in time. Apologies. Okay. Doesn't this look like it's rigged to fall? I don't know. All right. Oh, we have to call him. Oh! So, this is the first time we've been to another village. This is similar to the village that we lived in and was attacked and emptied out by the aliens. So I was mentioning that the scenery changed and we got to a beach vibe, and then it immediately went back to the same type of environment. Come on, Mui. Boom! Nice. Alright, gotta get used to these controls. Oh! Oh! Okay, that was unexpected. Pithy, hello, I had pizza yesterday, Pithy. Couldn't remember what button was crouch. I found it just in time. Uh-oh. I'm trying to move back in my chair. I'm feeling better. I'm feeling a lot better. I'm a little tired, but that's my own fault. But yes, I'm feeling a lot better. I still have a cough. I did just sneeze, so I don't know what that's about, but yes, feeling a lot better. Oh, thank you for asking. I don't... Alright, well, let's scout ahead. I don't see us being successful here. We're just gonna go for it. Well, I should have kept moving with me. I didn't think I could make that. Oh, look, the game, because I made it, the game started me over here. Alright, that's funny. Whatever. That was... Oh, so that the... Also, I just want to point out, all the, like, black animal life... I'm kind of revising my prediction, or not my prediction, but my kind of feel of the game. Like, I think this entire planet was seeded with life. Like, the entire planet, not just with, like, humans. With some kind of robot, either, like, friend or overlord. I don't know. They seem bad now because they're killing things. And they kidnap my whole village. But I do think that there's more to it than that. Oh! 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 Okay, well, that's something to know. Did you all know that? No, I did not either. But what I was going to say is I think this is the first time we've seen an example of the creature that will attack us being like in a swamp type thing. I wish I could send Mui over to other grass area. I don't... Did we just do a bad job on timing, or is this really, really hard? Okay. Oh, yeah. Oh, you just have to jump. That's all. We just have to jump. Our bracelet also makes those tones. Like, the tones are how they communicate with the, like, bigger ship. Okay. So now, I'm guessing because there's something sticking out of that one, that actually could... That actually could cause us some, like, damage. I bet that probably could kill us, is what I'm saying. So we could do a big swing across, and that makes sense, but how does Mui get across? Mui can make this jump. There's also this, like, shrine thing. We got one very early in the game, and we're well over halfway, and we haven't gotten another one. So we failed. Just for the record, we failed at the shrines. For a fact. Okay, so I cannot direct Mui to go up there. So we need to do a big swing. Big swing. Yes, I had a pesto and mixed veggie slice of pizza yesterday. So good. There's this pizza by the slice. I had a dental appointment. I chipped a tooth. And I had a dental appointment. Am I doing a good swing or a bad swing? This feels like a bad swing. Alright, let's go down lower. Okay, here we go. And afterwards I was like, I'm gonna get a slice of pizza. I'm guessing this goes through. Okay, good. Good use of foreground. Threw me off a little. I like that. So now we bring the robot over here and kill that machine so we can get Mui. So this is the bracelet that gives us control over the machines. Oh, this guy all the way over here. We're not very good at it. I'll say that. Sorry. I mean, sorry, not sorry, really. Oh, hey, look! One of the shrines! See? Unfortunately, that doesn't help me. I need to get my character up there somehow. So, no, we have missed so many of these then, because there's been a ton of areas like this where I'm like, boy, it sure feels like something's up there. It feels like something's up there, and then I don't do anything with it. I am terrible at flying these, by the way. I don't know if it's supposed to be a little like kind of a little out of control, or if I'm just like actually bad. Not yet. We're not done yet. Okay, that's as far as you can go. All right. Okay, that's everything, right? What happens if I run into that? Nothing? Okay. Yeah, how do I get up here to see the, how do I get up here for this shrine? Oh, here. I park you here? Nice. Maybe I do know how to do it. So this is still going to be swamp-like, but now it won't kill me. Ew. 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 Okay. Ah! It doesn't fill in the picture like in... Well, I have one of the shrines so far. It doesn't fill in the picture in a way that I know how many I've missed, but if we're... I believe we are over halfway through the game. This is... We've missed a lot. Let's put it that way. This symbol, though, right here, right by my face, that's the symbol of, like, their spaceship or symbol, like, of that society, the society that is, like, oh, look, and it's humans. It's really hard to see, probably, I don't know, for you all, but it looks like human, robot, human, walking hand in hand, and, what's this? That's a movie. So... we don't necessarily need the whole picture because we have seen different murals as we've gone along in the game. And I would say that is very much in line with a lot of the things we've seen. That's not what I was going for, but it's fine. Does he walk slow? No, he's not slowed down by the goo. So... I mean, everything we see so far, in a lot of games, I make these predictions earlier on, or I make like, oh, this is how I feel, or this is what I'm, looking at. And then the game kind of continues to prove me wrong. So far, this game continues to reinforce what I'm thinking in terms of the plot of the game. Now, it might be slightly different, or it might be a variation of what I'm thinking, but so far, I think I'm pretty close to right. Alright, let's just hide here, because it feels like we might need to. No? 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 Okay. This is a suspicious rock, isn't it? Aha! I don't know why I said aha, like I figured something out, but when the camera zooms away, usually you're in a much bigger puzzle area. I'm not seeing it though. I don't know. I feel like I'm missing something. I feel like I'm missing something. What am I missing? I mean, there's definitely like I need to go down there. Oh, okay. I'll need to go down there to get. Oh, okay. Never mind. I'm not missing something. It's. Yeah, it was pointing out the lower path, exactly, Uncle John. So, but I was like, why do I need that lower path? And now I see why I need the lower path. Because Mooey is saying he can't jump across that gap. That gap, though, is... Here's one thing the game could have added, but it would have made the puzzles a little too easy. Mooey could just climb on your shoulder. And a lot of these problems would be solved. But at the same time, do you really want a cat on your shoulder while you cross water and it's terrified of water? Probably not.
Hola, Imui.
Yeah? Okay. Nice. But at the same time, he's willing to make a big leap onto a log like that. I had a cat, unfortunately for literally only a year, and if I say too much, I might start crying. But this cat would do that. That cat freaking loved me. That cat would listen to me. And I'd be like, jump into my arms. Like, and I'd be 2 stories away. And, ah! Such a great cat. I've had a lot of great cats, but I've never had a cat like her, willing to jump off a 2-story building just into my arms. Just okay. All right, no more of that. All right. Movie likes the log, and I do appreciate that. I made this comparison last time, and it's still true, which is Last of Us Part 1, Ellie and the pallets. Kialo. Oh. Sorry, I fell. Movie's good with the rope. I appreciate that.
Olai.
I mean, so these people are just now getting hit. Our people were hit first. Well, that's a bad start. I can't solve this puzzle real time. Hide. Well, that was a lot that just happened. Yeah. That was a lot that just happened. I mean, it seems relatively easy. Seems relatively easy to park him here. But I don't think that's the solution. Does that make sense? But if I go too far this way, he's going to activate the machine. Okay, let's think about this logically. Think about this logically. If I let him go, he'll start walking, which will activate that top one. So this could be maybe like a little bit of a timing puzzle. Okay, I got it. I got it. No, that doesn't make sense. I feel like the one on top is going to be what I need to get Mooey up, and then I need to time it. So maybe what I actually need to do... I kind of rushed through the area, not that I had a lot of choice. Okay, hold on. There we go. Okay, I think I leave him here. I think I leave him here. I just need to get up there. Okay, where does this... I can't do anything here. That's an elevator. I need the elevator. Huh. I don't see how I can time this. Boy, folks. Because this robot will kill him, and then I won't be able to use him for my future plans. That's what I'm worried about. I don't actually know what I need to do, so I'm just gonna do this. Okay, that didn't work at all. Okay, but get it confirmed the robot will kill him. Oh. He's dead now. It auto-saved when he died? Which means we don't... Wait, the solution to that puzzle was kill the pig? Well, I could have done that. That's interesting. That's where it auto-saved. Oh, the pig dies on the activation spot. Oh, jeez. Honestly, I didn't think that at all. That was not... To me, that was not an option that I was trying to do. I was trying to not kill the pig. I would prefer if he didn't die. He didn't do anything wrong. It's just some wild animal. Not his fault. Alright, well. The point was the pig needed to activate at least one spot. And the pig is currently doing that. But also, that's why sometimes in puzzle games, even if you're like, I don't know the solution, you just go ahead and do something, and then you kind of learn stuff like that. So that's not ideal. It's not ideal. I feel bad. But, you know, we have a world to save, or a mystery to discover, or somewhere in between those two things. Okay, alright. So I need you to go here. Okay. Now you go... You go up there. Now, I can't tell him to walk over and stand on that. Alright. Unfortunately, it is a two-part puzzle. If I had just slightly better communication with Mui, I would tell him, just go back like 6 feet. Like, you're good. Oh, yes. So now, Mui, you go here. No, right there. Yeah, you stay right there. Okay, you ready? Boing! Okay, now you go. Right here. Okay, I'll say this. I'm gonna say that. I don't mean to be mean. A puzzle like that just feels a little tedious because it's quite solvable. So, and not that solvable is bad, but it's like, I've already solved it. Like, do I need to do like one more thing with the drone? I already solved it. All right, now I just rip its eyeballs out, and then I can go through. Oh, that was just a bad jump. Oh, Mui! That's what my character says. It's so sad. That was just a bad jump. I don't know what to tell you. That was... there we go. Oof. That's pithy. Yeah. That's all that was. That was just a bad jump. All right. Ooh. I like these creatures. They're interesting. But is there also a drone over there? So the drone doesn't attack the big... Drone doesn't attack the big creature. I have a question. Can I dive? Is there a button to dive? I can swim, but can I dive? Like, can I swim under those rocks? You know what I mean? I don't know the answer to that. Do I want to swim or do I want to walk? I don't know. I have a feeling, and this could be a very incorrect feeling, but I have a feeling that we want to be swimming for some reason. So I'm going to try that. Swimming's slower, so I don't... Just in terms of, like, puzzle design, this feels right. This feels like I am doing the correct thing. But I don't know why. Well, I think so, because I can get out on this side. So, yes. Okay, yeah, so that's all good. How does that help Mooey? That doesn't help Mooey at all. So I was wrong? Oh, that's as low as it'll go. That's interesting. I didn't even realize that when I did that. Okay, so I need to bring Mooey across the top, and there's some grass there, so all the water lowering does is get me to here, right? That's fair to say? And then I need to lower it back down, because Mooey is going to need to make the jump from this rock to that rock. Right? Right. Okay. I'm so glad these advanced alien robots don't have any kind of sensors. Other than visual. Okay. Alright, we'll get there. Can I throw this rock on the thing? Okay, let's time that a little better. He's down there for a while. I could have done it. I got scared. Will Will it? Did I just... Is it because I followed it off, or... Yeah, okay. I just went a little aggressive with it. Okay, but... The game reset the water level, and we actually need the water level to go down, right? I'm missing something. Oh, I am missing something. We actually don't bring Mooey across the top. We bring Mooey across the bottom. You take your time, Mooey. Okay. Or not. What the heck? I pressed the button to call him over here. Okay, maybe it's a little too much. Maybe I'm too far away, I don't know. Okay, what about right here? That's weird. There is something in the programming that's like, don't go that way. Headphones are... Okay, hold on me. A forever problem. Nope. Okay. Oh, yeah. Yes. Okay. Well. That was close. Oh, shoot. That was right on the edge of that light. I mean, with just tiny variations, I also could have brought Mui across the top. So it's like, there's like almost more than one way to solve the puzzle, but there is actually definitely only one way. So, that's okay. And now we're good. Alright. Alright, not too bad, not too bad. We did it. We did it. Oh, well, too late to go back now. I was like, should I try to go on top? No. We're missing so many of these shrines. We definitely missed the bonus of whatever the shrines were. Oh well. Well, this looks interesting. I'm just gonna keep walking. Alright, we're hoping for the best. We're hoping that I don't need to actually be stepping in exactly the right place. Rayleigh says, getting ready to pack up. On the house/dog sit here, mostly lurking. Resubscribe 34 months. I need to get my 36-month badge done. We are 1 month away from our streamiversary, and I do not have a game. Our birthday streamiversary, our streamiversary and our birthday, our human birthday, land on the same day. Happy birthday to me. Usually I play some kind of interesting puzzle game or something a little surreal, and we have some silly fun. That is, of course, still the plan, but I don't have a game. Alright. Greatly has redeemed Mr. Rogers' quote of the day. Let's go ahead and hit that up here. Mr. Rogers' quote of the day. Oh, thank you, Uncle John. Forgiving and forgetting are often paired together, but the one certainly doesn't necessarily follow the other. Forgiving and forgetting are often paired together, but one does not necessarily follow the other. That's a keeper. That's a keeper. Without going too far into any specific example, the idea of forgiving something or someone for a situation doesn't mean you have to forget. And I think that's what that quote's trying to say. Forgiveness is its own thing, and it has its own value and its own process. But forgetting isn't always a good thing. And redeemed a hug. We're gonna hug for me, a hug to you. Thank you very much for redeeming the channel point of the hug with our weighted heart pillow. This pillow has been bringing us comfort for 7 years now. Smells great. I know that's a weird thing to say, but I spilled a green smoothie on it, and you can't wash it. So that was a lot of hand running water through it, getting it very dry, put it in the oven at 150 degrees, you know, and it looks great and smells great using Odoban. Like, boy, that was a lot of work, but we rehabbed the pillow, we got it back. And so thank you for redeeming that channel, boy. Okay, this bridge looks solid, good, nothing fell, all right. This bridge looks less solid. Huh. Well, based on the way this game goes, I guess I just jump off this onto that bridge. Yeah, let's do that. Oh, I missed. The heart pillow photograph. Yes, the heart pillow emote that I have, the heart emotes, are literally this pillow, this lamp right here. Hi, lamp, make your appearance. That lamp, and I just disappear, lamp. And I just told it to be different colors, and then I took a photo. So they're actual real photos, no Photoshop to make the heart pillow, to enhance the colors. The only Photoshop is to cut it out. Background remover. Oh, speaking of background remover, MS Paint, which is like probably one of the best Microsoft products of all time. I just noticed, so I don't want to say they released an update because I don't know if this has been 2 weeks or a year and a half, but I just noticed, I think it's relatively recent, they have background remover now. Do you know how annoying it is? Like, GIMP, the Photoshop, the version of Photoshop that's open source, they have a background remover, but it's not automatic. So it's honestly, it's falling behind technology wise to a lot of other things. And so then I find myself going to like backgroundremover.com or whatever, but they won't give you like a 4K image and blah blah blah. It doesn't really matter. It works great for emotes, those services, because they're like literally 25 kilobytes, so who cares? But you love GIMP. Yeah, I'm not very good with it, but I do love it conceptually. Yeah, I think Evo and other casually hardcore members told me about it. I didn't even know it existed. I was like, I don't know how to make this thumbnail. And they're like, use GIMP. I'm like, oh, okay. So long story longer, I was working in, I took a screenshot of Zoom, and I was sending somebody something from Zoom, and I saw the background remover, and I clicked background remover, and it removed my background, the Zoom background, and I was like, oh, I think I have a way to make my thumbnail slightly faster now. So yeah, check out Paint's background remover. I know we need to control the drone to do something over here, but I don't know what yet. So I'm going ahead. Okay. So I think we control the drone to get that rope, or maybe we just control the drone to get him out of the way. If you can't do something, you go into Linux distro forum, and chances are someone's made a solution or a plugin for it. It's a very dedicated crowd. So I think we leave Mui here because why not? I'm not sure I understand how this puzzle works. I mean, obviously, jump on the rope, swing, jump across. What's happening with the drone this whole time? I have to get to that grass to hide? Can I do that? Look how long it took me just to do that one jump. All right, folks. I think this is the solution. No! I wanted to cut it close. This is not gonna happen. Does he go all the way up here? Oh! Was that good puzzle solving, or was that dumb luck? I actually don't know. No. Okay, I have no idea. Is that the actual solution? It has to be. There's literally no way this timing works. That was kind of scary. Okay. Zap that. Can you zap that? Zap that. Zap it. Is there a button to zap? Okay, anything but X. Alright, there is no button to zap. So I need Mooey to climb up there and do that. Okay. So is the only reason... Altitude. Is the only reason I activated him was just to get him out of the way? He doesn't actually do anything? Mooey, come here. It just feels kind of lame, just the only reason to activate him is just to get him out of the way. King Doc, hello! Oh, King Doc, I meant to email you. As you know, I'm terrible about that. I need my 36-month badge. 36 months. It's time already. I know. I remember talking last time when we did the 24, and I'm like, wow, we've got so much time. Okay. I don't know how to do this. Wait. Now I'm realizing that. Okay. So I'm just using the drone as a way to talk about this. So I come over here, I swing up here, I get here, I tell Mooey to go up here, absolutely, but how do I tell him to go here? Hit me up after the stream and we'll get it going. Yes, I will attempt to do that. How do I get Mooey? Oh, no, I go here. Wait, no, going here doesn't make sense. How do I get here? I don't know how to solve this puzzle. I need Mooey to climb onto this rope and break it. I don't know why the drone can't, but that's what I need. So I need to be able to tell him how to get to that rope, which means I need to either be standing here or here, because he has a very limited range, and I don't know how to get to either of those places. Unless Mooey can climb on the drone. That's something we haven't tried? Let's try it. Okay, Mooey. Well, we have our answer. Ah, the joy of puzzle solving. You explore all possibilities, and then when you don't have another possibility, you think of a different type of solution. And there we go. Great. I thought earlier when I was trying to get him to stand on one of those little activator device guys with the little tentacle activators, I thought there was an option to like put him on the drone, like there was a little lip on that the A command, and I was like, maybe that's it. So it's partially why I thought of it in that moment. Okay.
Hola. Hello, muy.
I would love to get like 2 or 3 more of the shines, though.
Hola.
Shrines. I said shines? Like it's the shining? No. How big is this creature? This is bigger than a blue whale, right? Blue whales are huge. You don't know how big until you see them in scale and you go, oh yeah, that's big. But I think this is bigger than a blue whale. Boom. 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 How you doing, King Doc? I didn't actually say that. I just said hello. And then I started talking about the channel point. Oh, this is different. Oh, are these spiders? Because we had like rock spiders and they were a little bit like crabs in the lower section, but this is actually, there are webs and things are hanging. Cool. Well, this will be creepy. Let's go to the creepy. Am I missing something? I am missing something. I need to go down here. Oh, I don't want to be in the water when something is going up. Finishing up your spring break from school? Oh, yeah. Spring break. Nice. Working on an etching of a ghost in the woods. Nice. For those of you who don't know, King Doc is the artist behind the Joker artwork, but that is not nearly the most impressive stuff he's done. Look how huge this thing is. So I wonder if this is just like the other ones, but bigger, and the other ones are just babies. King Doc is a very talented artist and has a Patreon. If you want to put a link in the Patreon, like, feel free. I've been a member. I might need to reduce my membership, though. Like, just because this state of my job. And I need a new car. So. But. Alright, well, let's see what happens. I mean, I'm like, for whatever reason, not terrified right now, and usually I'm terrified of everything in video games. I don't know. That didn't seem that scary. Is that weird? Obviously I need to jump on this back. I just don't know how. Like, he's quick. You've been a great supporter for ages. If you change it up, do what's best for you. I know, I feel bad though. I love the like concept of Patreon, this idea of like, hey, support artists and they will make great stuff. And then you get that stuff. Like, what a... Like, I understand it is a very old concept, but what a great concept. Okay. So clearly I am doing something wrong. I need to do something with Mui. I need to do something with Mui. If I command Mui to jump on his back, does he... Is he more likely to stay there? Alright, yeah, check that out. Patreon.com. Yes, link in the chat. Do appreciate it. I'm loving the Italian folklore series. I don't know if you actually end up printing those, but if you printed those and put those in, that'd be cool. I don't know. Your thing. All right. No. Okay. Now if I hold on. Oh. So I was missing something. Oh. Oh no! Hits him. I'm so good at hitting buttons. No game is going to beat me on mashing buttons. Now, if they switch the buttons up and I miss it, that's a strong possibility. But in terms of button speed, I'm unbeatable. Unless the game is predestined to lose something, no, you can't beat me. So this kind of implies, or maybe implies is the wrong word, directly indicates that we are doing some form of mind control and there is some form of internal resistance. I mean, that's fair to say. So he did push back. You've been thinking about putting together a small collection of those in books. I need to think about what to do for the text portion. They were a lot of fun, though. This game is great. So for those of you who, just for a little context what I'm talking about, King Doc on his Patreon has been essentially doing... I'm butchering this, feel free to correct me. But going through old Italian folklore stories and kind of like describing, doing like a summary of the story or parts of the story, and then like an image. And I just think the images are so great. They're just such a style that I love. If you put those into a book, I'm buying that book. I mean, unless it's like super expensive. But I also realize the logistics around putting together a book and all of that, it's way beyond me, but you have more experience with that. But that'd be cool. Yeah, this game, I think I'm well over halfway at this point, but this game is... It has the kind of puzzle solving, reminiscent, because I played this game so recently, of Limbo. But it has this very interesting story. I don't know what's happening right now. I don't think this is the end of the game. But something's happening right now. Is this the end of the game? Or is this seriously the end of the game? I don't know how it could be the end of the game. It might be the end of the game. But what I was going to say is there's a story of what I think is an origin robot alien planet. This might be the end of the game. Well, that snuck up on me. I don't know what this song is, but I'm kind of grooving on it. So, there's a story of, like, probably based on these murals and ancient ruins that I found, of this, like, robot, like, seeded this planet with humanity, but then something happened to the robots, and then you see this through exploring the game. This might not be the end. I don't know. I actually truly don't know. But the actual robots at the beginning of the game came and like kidnapped all the humans, and they're killing the wildlife. The wildlife all also seem to be spawned by the same process. So I think this whole planet was terraformed for robot/humans, and something happened to the robots, and then they came back for some reason. I'm still digging this song though. If this is the end, I don't know that I have a complete picture. Okay. I don't know. We're gonna find out. We're finding out together. Real time. Oh, Jesus. Vibrating my controller off the table. I caught it.
Elo?
Elo is our brother, who was kidnapped immediately. Or robot-napped. Wait, no, because he's the kid. He was kidnapped. Okay, we're still going. We're still going. I would really like a more definitive answer about the status of the robots implanting / terraforming this planet, but the fact that we're now in like a desert area kind of makes me think maybe I'm more right. Like they started over there where all the green stuff is, and now we're here where it's all deserty. These are just my theories. So these guys are line of sight. Great jump. Great jump, Joker. Hurry up, Louie! Hurry up! Take your time. Oh! That's probably the biggest angle I've seen them get before. I have to say I'm kind of surprised. I will be more careful. I mean, I know they're not, it's not just like a 0 degree straight forward kind of thing, but... Okay, wow, those are some bad jumps. We might not make it now. Oh my god! Okay, alright, start over. Hide! Hide! That was so bad, everything... That was so bad. That was so bad. Okay, there we go. Well, it wasn't the end of the game. It was just a big transition. And I wonder if that transition is... I just wonder if that transition is telling us, like, something in terms of the story. Did he hear us, or did he see us? Alright, I'm gonna hide here. Oh no, we're gonna keep going. I saw the grass, so I thought... Not a lot of options once they see you. No! I could run under something like this if they saw us, and then they wouldn't be able to follow. But no. Not really in this game. Yeah, if they see you, you're pretty much done for. So those are the little people takers. I just keep wanting to hide. Okay, what's this gonna do? Okay. Why don't you stay there for now? Why don't you come with me for now? Alright. So this is one of those, like, slug-like creatures that I can pull out and then another part of his body will move. But I think he's deactivated because the light is on him. I think. So if we move this down... Okay, yeah, then he activates. Okay, obviously Mui doesn't weigh enough, so we'll move you over here, right there. I'm a key, Mui. Hola. I'm learning this language. Oh, King Duck. Check out. It's already on YouTube, or you might be able to see it in Twitch. But check out Chants of Sonar. That game was amazing. I think you might find it interesting. We just walked off. We pushed the wrong button, and we just walked off. Classic Joker. Let's not do that. We just pushed the wrong button and walked off. Ah, classic. So you hold Y, then right trigger, and left. There we go. Alright, what's going to happen? How does that help us? Oh, it puts weight on that. Okay. Wait, no, you have to stay there. I go here. We actually hit the wrong button and jump off planes all the time. Yeah, no, I'm notoriously bad about that, for sure. Okay, so you stay there. Then I go here. So this has no power, which is why I can't use the... Oh no, I can use the button. Oh no. Okay, it does say X, but then nothing happens because I think it has no power. Okay, no.
Yellow.
I'm getting these buttons mixed up. Oh, that's the solar panel. Okay, jeez. Okay. All right, so now I call Mui.
Hola, muy.
Now I get it. It's solar powered. Okay. You're adding those to your watch queue? Thanks. Yeah, it's Chance of Snars. I really thought that game was... It's a linguistic puzzle game. I found it to be very good. I mean, you don't have to watch my playthrough, but do check out the game. Oh, there's a demo too. So if you're like, maybe I want to play this, play the demo. That's what I love about demos. I saw some, when you like open up Chrome, they suggest articles. And well, this one was one I agreed with, so therefore it must be right.
Tama aqui.
But it was like Valve telling indie game developers to put out a demo. There's no better way of getting that. Oh, I just had a power surge. Everything seems to be working. Well, there's a reason I have all my computers are plugged into a UPC power backup. Even if the power doesn't go out, if there's a surge,
Yellow.
then you kind of don't want everything turning off.
Yellow.
I gotta double check though, because not everything is plugged into one, because I've been messing with my office and stuff. Oh, I didn't even see that guy up there.
Yellow.
I should be paying attention. But looks like the stream's live. Looks like things are still moving. So good times. Ugh.
Yellow.
Still coming through? Okay, good. Good. So this is out of his range, right? Did I do this right? Yeah, okay. I have a question to myself. How does being on that platform help me? It doesn't. I have to go down. Exactly. Woo! That was a long drop. Aha! That makes a whole lot more sense. Kinda, doesn't it feel like we left some stuff back there?
Hola, muy.
I feel like we left some stuff back there. Nice. Nice little hang down wall kick. Good to go. GTG. So we're getting much wider areas between things. Like, visually. Like, actually. What does that mean? I don't know. We're gonna find out. I almost thought the game was over. I have played games that have ended... To be fair to myself, I've played games that ended at that level of story completion, where you're like, oh, okay. Don't know what this means. Alright, what's that do? Okay. We know this puzzle. That's our hiding spot. And then we just deactivate the drone. Although we'll probably use the drone for something. What a weird little puzzle. I may have messed this up. It's gonna be close! almost. Oh, whew. It didn't go all the way to the end. I don't usually look at their total path. I probably should to give myself a little bit more comfort, because I could have just stayed right there and I would have been fine. Oh, that's different. An industrial electromagnet. That's what I'm controlling, not the drone. I know I can press right trigger and use the magnet part of it, but I just want to see. I just kind of want to mess with it first and just kind of see what happens. So red is like, oh, something is wrong, but I'm not quite crushing it. I was trying to trap it. Wait, can I use the magnet? All right, use the magnet. All right, that's the point. Is that what I'm supposed to do? Or I think the magnet just deactivated it all by itself. Oh no, it didn't. Look, that is what I'm supposed to do. Okay, that's the next part of the puzzle. All right, I didn't realize I actually already solved that. Methinks a shrine is over there. What do you all think? How do I get to it? Here, maybe? We went from getting the first shrine and then missing probably a ton of shrines. And oh no, that's Joker. That's actually not even close. It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing for all of us. But that's a shrine over there. So I know we must have missed like 6. Well, I could be greedy, right? How's it? There? On this scale, it's kind of hard to tell, like, how tall my character is. I might not do it. Oh, son of a gun. How do we feel about that? Moo, I want you to join me on this little adventure. I mean, it is a bonus area, so it's not supposed to be, like, super intuitive and easy, right? You're supposed to be like, oh, I didn't think about that. Wait, what? There's a wall? Oh, okay, I can just crouch under it. Alright. Alright. I think this continues to affirm my kind of, yeah. So there's like an Earth-like planet. Humans and aliens are transported on this like spear that is a symbol of their ship. I doubt their ship looked exactly like that. Up at the top there is because we've seen a shrine similar to this, or a mural similar to this, there is a giant eyeball that's a circuit board. So I think this is telling us, I mean, that looks a whole lot like Earth. I think this is telling us that this is set way in the future of Earth. We are literally humans, and we went to repopulate some other planet. The fact that we're probably 2/3 or 3/4 through the game at this point means that we have missed a ton of murals, so we won't get that complete picture. But again, everything I've seen continues to line up with my theory. Alright, now we use this for its intended purpose. Is that... Alright, good enough. Not optimal placement, but good enough. Big jump. Big jump, Mooey. Can you do me a favor? Can you run up there and drop that rope for me? Oh, Mooey. Good job. Took his time there, not sure why. Ugh. Ooh. Nice roll. I don't think I'm trying to jump on that. I am trying to jump on that. I was actually trying to hang down to get a better angle, but The like hang down button is kind of like you press down, so I just walked off. So not exactly the plan. There's a lot of puzzles that I've missed and a lot of times that I've fallen off that I feel like I did a bad job. If I was trying to do a no death run, that one would have really upset me. That would be the only one so far, I think, where I would have been like, no! Because that was kind of embarrassing. Okay. Alright. This looks relatively straightforward.
Hello, muy.
You keep waiting for the big chase scene? Yeah, we haven't had too many big chase scenes. We've had a lot of little chase scenes. Oh, okay. The puzzle in this area is that I don't think Mui can get all the way across. Let's see. Oh no. Never mind, Mui can do that jump. Alright, there's no... Yeah, those wide shots. I do have some... I'm loving this game, and so I always feel bad criticizing games. I do have some criticisms, which is... I feel like there's a lot of distance that you're covering, and they're not always filling that distance with story. It almost feels like a load zone, sort of. Like, it's like you're running for like, I don't know, 10 seconds is not a long time, but you're just kind of running for 10 seconds and nothing's happening. Or like Limbo doesn't really ever feel like that, even though you definitely are. So I don't know. That sounds like a really negative criticism, but all right. Am I going to be blown into that electrical field and die? No. Okay. Can I interact with this machine? No. Do I just run through these blades and get to the other side? Is it that simple? We're going to find out. It's a good way to give time for things to load without interrupting. Yeah. This game also does load zones, though. Oh, nope, that's the wrong button. That's the wrong button. What's the wrong button? I was trying to command Mui to go through first because I don't want him trailing behind me. Okay, well, that was terrible. What was that? What the heck was that? Am I missing something? Don't I just run through? I mean, there's like, that thing's electrical, that's got a box around it. Alright, well, we're gonna go to the other side. Maybe Mui, like, can't? Alright, I'm gonna leave him there, because I don't want him getting hurt. It's not blowing me back, it's just preventing me from walking forward comfortably. Yeah, I don't know, this seems... Oh, that's a little game error. Look, it's blowing, and when I walk this way, I get the same amount of resistance as I walk this way. Ooh! That's a bug. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna call Mui. Oh. He is heavily affected by the wind. Now I understand the puzzle. Okay. I don't like learning about the puzzle that way. In fact, I hate it. But now I get it. Because at first I was thinking, this is not much of a puzzle. Let's just walk between the blades. Which is fine, because the game might set up the fans here, and then later set up a more difficult puzzle with the fans. No. there's a puzzle that I didn't see. Which I think has been kind of the story of this game. Me thinking, wait, what's the puzzle? Oh! What kind of range do you have? I don't know what kind of range this thing has. Alright, well, see what happens. Hope for the best! Hope for the best! I don't know what's happening right now! I don't know what just happened. Did I successfully flipped that switch because it turned off that electricity. I need to break that wire. So turned off these electrical things. But that doesn't help Mui, right? Because Mui actually physically slid. Oh boy, now I'm confused again. So, but that might mean, oh, this one's off. Okay. Sometimes you just gotta keep going. Just move forward. Assume you'll figure out the puzzle after the fact. I don't know how I was solving this puzzle. I just kept going. You think you should find it in the bottom area, otherwise it'd have to swing down. Yeah. That makes sense. Okay, so now I'm here. Oh, we have fans up here. Was not expecting that. Oh, that was just lucky, by the way. That it was blowing me. This thing is very susceptible to being blown. So, okay, hold on, let me think about this. If Mui gets on top of this thing, I still have to fly through the vents, right? Why is there an upper and a lower area? Why is there an upper and a lower area? Why is there an upper and a lower area? Because I just need to go through one. I don't need to go through both. It's almost like it's implying the drone would go through the upper area. But why? I mean, I'm familiar with the bottom area. Is there something about the upper area that was easier? Or harder? Okay, I think I have it. I think I messed up, and I'm hoping that I can still do it. Oh, no, never mind. I was wrong. I was wrong! I think I know how to fix it still. I just saw that, like, broken platform part. So I need to get to that. Okay. I need to get to this from the other side, I guess. Ah. Okay, well, it answers the question of why there's two sides. I don't like that Mui blows off, because shouldn't he be really strong? He'd be a strong boy. Okay, that's why this whole area exists. So, I get Mui. I then go through here. The point is, you never want Mui to get any wind. He has a delicate coat and likes to be pampered.
Pamaki.
I personally don't know if I have a good concept of the timing, though. So we'll find out. It's a little inconsistent. You see how it's, like, not blowing him at all right there? Like, why is that? I don't know. Okay, I don't need good... Oh, I don't need good timing because I can see the fan, so we're good. Okay, so you don't hit that because that will hurt you. So instead, push this button. Now push this button. Ugh. Okay, I can climb up there. Alright, let's go ahead a little and just see what's up here. Never mind, you're out of range. Okay. You just stay there. I mean, it doesn't matter now because they're off, but even if they were still on, this would not be a challenge, right? Am I understanding this correctly? Yeah, even if they were still on, the whole point of turning them off is actually just to get the rope. That's literally it, is we just need this rope. Oh, big swing. I do like the swinging. Big plus on the swinging. Okay. All right. Feeling good. Okay. I hope I want to get on like an active mothership or just something, some way to maybe communicate with them, because I have the bracelet. Uh-oh. I feel like I'm missing something. It's almost like I need to activate him to draw him over here, but I don't know how that helps me. Because this, I think this grass I'm in is not even grass that you can hide in. I think this is too small. Is there like a little grass right there I can hide in, maybe? I don't know. Let's see what happens if I go in here. I don't know. There's yellow here, which usually means I need to like pull on it, maybe? I am very confused, but we're gonna keep going. Okay. Ooh, cool. So I could get Mui to go through that hole, but I can't get him past that robot then. I mean, unless I'm the distraction. Here's what I was thinking. I'm like, I could be the distraction and I could bring Mui this way, but then I don't have that level of control over Mui. So I feel like if he runs through him, like, I can't tell Mui to go into the grass and hide. That's my problem. So I think maybe I need to keep going and then come back for Mui once I've solved maybe this next part of the puzzle. Maybe. I don't know. Let me go in here and just let me get a little farther. Just kind of get maybe an eye on it. Yeah, no, I don't. The only thing I think I can do at this point with this guy is just keep running and just hope that there's something over there for safety. That's the only theory I have. Which means, if that's true, which I don't know if it is, that means I need to bring Mui here in order to even execute that plan, and that's not even a good plan. Okay. Yeah, I don't really know how to do this. I actually might have been able to do that if I just did a lot better timing. So that might be the solution. That might be the solution. In hindsight, that's not that crazy. I should have pressed Y much sooner because it actually took him a long time to go through that tunnel. Okay, there we go. Alright, that was not as hard as I thought. I was making it more difficult. Who could imagine? Now this is the part that I'm not sure about, because I just literally don't know what's over there. So I think we just have to run and hope for the best. Oh, well. Oops. You gotta pay attention to the small stuff sometimes. Hopefully it'll start me over here. Okay, good. Alright. Nope, that was... Oh, that... No. No, I need Mui to distract him over here, maybe. And then I run, but then won't Mui get captured? Yeah, so if I do this, Mui would get captured. So that can't be the solution. Yeah, I could have Mui right here. How does that help? That doesn't help me. That doesn't help me at all. It's just... There's a part where the grass ends, but the rock continues, so you actually can't, like, rush out of here. So that's not the solution. I don't know what the solution is, but I think running is not the solution. Because also, if you look, when he jumps down, he's facing that way, the way I'm trying to go. And then he turns around. And if that cycle was in reverse, where he jumps down looking here, and then turns out, this all would make sense. It would be relatively easy. Just that like 3-second difference. That changes the game. So if I have him running after Mui here, then he's just gonna catch Mui. Like, you know, like that's just what's gonna happen. Unless I somehow have him attract to Mui here, and then put Mui here, like, is Mui fast enough? Mui is fast enough, but there's no AI. Like, he only does what I say. So am I fast enough? I don't know. Maybe if I go here... If I go here, and then down... Yeah, okay. I think that's the solution. I don't think it's going to be easy, and I think I'm probably going to mess it up 1 or 2 times. Keep going! Whoa! No! Well, well, we solved that puzzle. We solved it on the first try, which is good. Well, oh no! Okay, we are not okay if Mui is permanently gone, but the game continues and it doesn't reset. We are not okay with this. Oh, sorry for the ads, folks. Usually, right when I start the stream, I run a 3-minute ad, which takes off the pre-rolls, and I forgot to do that. Apologies. I have no control over the amount of ads. I'll never forget playing Brothers on stream and not knowing how that game was going to end. And yes, I should have thought about it, but I hadn't played a lot of games like that up to that point in streaming. I mostly played like big RPG games. And that game ended very sad, and I was totally bawling on stream. I rewatched it on YouTube. You can't tell I was crying that much, but I was really upset. So we need Mui. I mean, potentially could have just been captured, which I guess is okay. Yeah, King Doc, let me know. It's okay. There's some spoilers you need to know. Thank you. Thank you for checking. I need to be emotionally prepared for what happens. By the way, does the dog die? Although a very imperfect website is... Thank you, King Doc. Does the dog die is a very imperfect website, but the fact that that resource even exists to the extent that it does has helped me a lot. Especially when you want to go back and watch some like 80s classic movies that maybe you missed because you were a kid and they were adult movies. But people talk about them as like being some of the greatest movies ever. And then you check Does the Dog Die? And you're like, main character like boots an animal out the window as a laugh gag. And I'm like, that's not funny to me. Sorry, it's not funny to me. So depending on the movie and the context, if it's a comedy, I'll usually just kind of just know when to fast forward or something. Okay, so this is a flashback of the scene where we... the opening intro to the game, we were visiting the graves, I feel like, of our parents with our brother, and then he was taken. So this is a flashback. Ah, but instead of our brother, here is Mui. And we are moving in slow motion. There's a bunch of like screen tearing on the edge, and I hope that's on purpose and not a graphical error. Can you see that? Is that coming through on stream? Not really. Uh-oh. Is that me? That's so weird. I'm looking at the stream and I don't see that at all. But on the actual game, it's a pretty big effect. I don't know what that means. Oh well. Oh well, let's just keep going. Not a dream? So somebody is alive and is taking care of me? And look at this! This is what I think was an escape pod. There were a bunch of these in the big ship, the big old ship that we went to. So this might be somebody who knows... This might be somebody's village or house that knows about the connection, or at least knows how to use the technology. Because I do have a wristband, so. Oh, they have a stick with a thing on the end. This is a good sign. And it's an older person, so maybe they are more connected to what happened. I don't know if this was 1,000 years ago or 150 years ago. T.I.
Ona.
Ona.
Lana.
Lana.
Rakwen.
Gwen.
Rockwin. Good to meet you.
Lana. Pamaomena.
I don't know, like a couple weeks ago. Days, maybe?
Ilo.
Oh. He was asking where I was going. I thought he was asking where I came from.
Olai Rakwen.
All right, let's go. Make it happen. Activate some technology. Oh, here we go. Yeah, see, we saw the nursery. The like robot nursery, and then the robots were like deactivated. And there was a skeleton of a baby, which is, you know, pretty dark for an E10 game. Okay, obviously some kind of music. This is how you activate the machines! Burr, 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 burr. That's how you activate the machines. So there's a whole song. There's a whole song. I don't know what that means. I hope we find out. That's the signal they send out. There's the waves. I hope we don't have to remember this. There's no journal in this game, so... I hope we don't have to remember this. So we've got... like upside down L line, sideways T, sideways C. Okay. Oh, maybe... oh, I think we do. I think we activate it right now. That's okay. We can go back and check. Okay. Uh-huh. Does my wristband help? Oh, so he can turn it on. Okay. He can turn it on, but I can make the tones. Okay, so let's look at what these look like. Okay. How will I remember this? We're gonna go 0. Because it's like binary, right? It's binary. I mean, it's not binary. I don't... when I say things like it's binary, I don't know what I'm talking about. But I think I can call this 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1. That makes sense to me. It makes sense to me. I don't know if it is the technical term of that. Oh, nope, went past it. Okay, that's... let's see if we're right. That made sense. What'd you have on your pizza? It was a pesto sauce pizza with all kinds of veggies, including like broccoli and squash, and it just all worked together. Okay, so I messed something up. Yeah, that third one definitely seemed wrong. Let's check our work. Okay, is this just a translation of these symbols? And now I will need to take these symbols and move them over to the other, like, decode it. Now all of a sudden this is like Chance of Sonar. Alright, here's my question. Did I put these in the right order? And that's not necessarily a solution to the puzzle, but did I at least get this part right? I think I did this right, so that means that's not the solution of the puzzle. The solution of the puzzle is over here. Maybe I want to make them like happy or whatever, you know, and not like battle. Like this is activate them for battle, right? He's holding like a little stick, maybe. I don't know. He's like, I'm ready to fight, and then this is like, I'm active. Oh, that's what I'm doing. I'm activating them to protect the children. That's got to be it, right? That's totally got to be it. Okay, so, all right. Sorry, I can't keep symbols in my head. I can keep numbers in my head, okay, but I can't keep symbols in my head. So this is the V. Okay, we got the V and the circle and the sideways T. I can do those three. V, circle, sideways T. Okay, so none of those are over there, so that doesn't help me at all. Okay, so is there a C? There's no C. Only two of these letters are the same. Oh no. Now I really don't know what to do. The C is 110. Okay, right? So then to do this thing, I need to do 101, 110, 110, 101, because the I'm calling it the upside down V. So I have the upside down V, I have the C, and then do I have this guy is on this wall. That's not there. Okay, but there's only what, 4 or 5 possibilities? Is that it? Is that the solution? That might be the solution. We just brute force the last one? That might be the solution. I don't know. I don't feel terribly confident about what's happening right now, but we have a plan. So yeah, so those two stay the same. Okay, so then we essentially just brute force the last one. There might be a way for us to logically figure it out, and I'm just not thinking of it. So not that. Well, the one thing we know is it's not the 2 other symbols, so I guess we also could use process of elimination. But I'm not too concerned, because I think there's only a few possibilities. Maybe I'm wrong. Yeah, if we don't get it this time, then I might be wrong. I don't think it's that one, because I think we saw this one, but let's go ahead and try. The problem with the brute forcing is we're operating under the assumption that we know what we're doing. And I don't think we know what we're doing. Maybe we do. They just happen to be one of the last possible combinations. So that's the code to keep them peaceful. So I want to go to the mothership and I want to play the tone that makes them caretakers of humanity. Did he know this? Because this thing has a saddle on it. He's been doing this. Was he trying to teach us that? Maybe he was trying to teach us that. Because it had a saddle. He's probably done this before. And now we're going to go to the mothership. And we're going to play that signal and save the whole planet? I would like to save the planet. I love games that end with me saving the whole planet. This is fun. Remember earlier when I thought the game was over an hour ago? I'm so glad it didn't end there. Oh! Excuse me. So far, this is the only robot that's peaceful. Oh! I looked up a chat. Kurz is faster. Hi, Kurt. Welcome to the show. I looked up a chat and I think I missed a button prompt. Which, you know, I'm terrible at QuickTime event. I can push buttons so fast. There is no doubt that I'm pushing the button fast enough. It's a matter of pushing the correct button. Alright, I'm ready. Hey, see? It's the correct button that's hard for me. Terrible at QuickTime events. Famously terrible. This is why I can't play Dead by Daylight. Oh, yeah, again. Speed all day long. Correct button, more difficult. Why? Why's gonna be next. I'm feeling a why. Oh, they are all after me. I would like to enjoy what's happening in the background, but I'm so focused on pressing the correct button that I'm actually missing everything. And every time I look, I worry I'm gonna lose. So this is... like, literally I'm just staring at my own character. I can't tell what's going on. I think they're all chasing me. Well, I covered a lot of ground. And here we are again. A familiar cave. That looked like a really cool sequence. I enjoyed almost none of it because I'm staring at my character to make sure I press the right button. No, that's kind of too bad. I wish they made it more obvious when you need to press the button or not. That way I could have enjoyed the scenery. But we covered a lot of ground, and it looks like we are in more of the like infrastructure. How goes the game? The game is good. I like the almost. I like the game a lot. I'm always critical, even of games that I like, you know. But so I sound like I'm complaining, but it's only because I like the game do I have these little points of suggestions. But I think it's a solid puzzle game with a really interesting story that I want to see the conclusion to a lot. We just lost our companion. I don't like that. So that's annoying. Huh. I don't actually know how to do this. Because if I... Oh, I guess we're going to figure it out. That's the control tone. Because if I move me over here so I can make this jump, well then I don't have him there to make that jump. So maybe... Yeah, I am unclear. Oh, there's a box. We got it. We need the box. Right? We need the box. Box can't go that way. But I bet we can pick up the box and put it on the other side. What do you want to bet? Okay, we got this. We got this. We so got this. It is a powerful magnet, but not with a huge range. Does electromagnetism follow the inverse square law? I actually don't know the answer to that. I don't know that the game would necessarily program in one way or the other, but I just realized I don't actually know that. I don't think it does. I don't think it does. I think electrical fields have their own things. I think they've got their own set of rules. But I don't know. I don't know. Okay, now I need to look at it. Alright, okay, do magnets follow inverse square law? Yes, the force between magnetic poles generally follows inverse square law, meaning the force decreases proportionally to the square of the distance between them. Okay, well there you go. I didn't know that. It made sense, but I didn't know that. All right. So for those of you who don't know, and I will do a terrible job of describing this, but the inverse square law is essentially a force, I mean, I just read this, but a force decreases based on its distance. And they call it the inverse square law because it decreases based on like the square of the distance, meaning you get a little far away, it drops a little bit. You get a little farther away, it drops quite a bit. You get a little farther away, and it drops a ton. Like, it falls off very quickly. Yeah. And good thing. Otherwise, we'd all be sucked off the planet by the sun. But it's so far away, it doesn't bother us. I mean, it doesn't not bother us. Anyways, that's the wrong term. All right, now I'm approaching my ability to communicate science. Pythia's redeemed Mitchell Roger quote of the day. We already did one earlier, so this is great. We're doing two. The child in me. Let me restart. The child is in me still, and sometimes not so still. Oh, that's funny. I like that. We're not going to keep that. For those of you who don't know, we went through all the Mr. Rogers quote of the day. We kept the ones we liked, and now we're keeping a super pile. I like that one. I think it's clever. The child in me. The child is in me still, and sometimes not so still. So it's a little bit of a pun, a little bit of a joke. We do like it. I definitely feel that way. I'm kind of antsy. Can I hide in that grass? I'm betting I can hide in that grass. Well, if I can't hide in that grass, then I don't know how to solve this puzzle. So we're going to assume we can hide in the grass. Okay, we can hide in the grass. That's going to be kind of tight. But it's solvable. Now that I know there's a tone to, like, have the robots be happy and work with us, I really want to play that. And all we need to remember there is I made a little song. It's called 10, 110, 110, 10, 1. It's a good song, right? Yeah, okay. I thought I was missing something here, and I was. I think I actually have to go when he jumps on the other side, which is slightly counterintuitive, but I think he's going to chase you no matter what. That's my theory. He's going to chase you no matter what, so you actually wanted him to chase you from there. Maybe that's it. Spider didn't miss something. No, I missed something. Spider didn't miss something. See? So he turns. So, like, if I go right there... No, I don't know. I don't think that'll work either. Well, obviously one of them has to work. This has to be a solvable puzzle. It's solvable. Now the question is, can I solve it? I think that was actually slightly worse. Run when he jumps down? Oh, yeah, I think you're right, Kerr. Yeah. Because he's looking the other way, right? Yeah, let's just confirm. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I might have missed it, but... Oh, no, it looks like I got it. Okay, yeah. He's looking the other way. Yeah. Good looking out, Kerr. What the heck? Can I get on one of these ships? Take me to the mothership. Pull out my bracelet. Control this whole thing. I think that's what we're doing. We're about to do it. I'm about to ruin. We're gonna... Oh. That's weird that it gave me that prompt, because it's like, I know how to crouch. I've just had to crouch to get here. So I was confused. You're going to the mothership? I'm going to the mothership! I mean, I hope I'm going to the mothership. If this just goes into space and then we just die from, like, lack of oxygen, that'd be a heck of a way to end. I need a new car, by the way. I'm looking for new cars. I went to a test drive. Let me tell you a story. Let me tell you about a story how to not earn my business. And I'll tell this story over a background here. I wanted to test drive a Honda, and my current car needs an oil change. I go to their website, and they service non-Honda vehicles. And they've got a coupon, I love coupons, for a full synthetic oil change for a good price, a really good price. And I go, all right, do they service other cars? I read the fine print. I don't know, it's about 2 paragraphs of fine print. It's all pretty standard stuff. They don't do diesel trucks, blah, 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 blah. Fine. No problem. Read all the fine print. I love fine print. A lot of my job is reading fine print. And the big thing is like, oh, you have to have it. Like, you have to bring the coupon in on your phone. You can print it out or on your phone. So I sign up for text alerts, all that. I make an appointment. I make an appointment to test drive and get my oil changed. Pretty reasonable, right? I show up. I won't bother with the annoying things about the rigmarole of just getting to the service department, but I'm finally talking to the service rep and they go, oh, that coupon's only for Hondas. We do service other vehicles, but the coupons are only for Hondas. And I go, I couldn't see how that makes sense. It doesn't say that in the fine print. Here are the terms and conditions. Like, they texted me the terms and conditions. Here's the website where I got the coupon. It doesn't say that on here. Here's where I clicked to print out the coupon. It doesn't say it there. There are terms and conditions. There is fine print. That's not in the fine print. And she goes, yeah, can't help you. It's only for Hondas. And I was like, I see what you're saying. So then I pull this number, kind of thinking like, I don't know. I hate that I even have to say this in today's world, but customer service has gotten worse, and people are treating customer service agents worse. So I think both of those things are true. People have just gotten worse. So I say, well, I'm here to test drive, and so I wanted to get an oil change, really make my time efficient. Kind of like a hint that I might be buying a car, and cars are not cheap these days. So maybe somebody who's test driving you could save them a few bucks with the coupon. And she goes, I'll make sure to tell my manager that there's we need to add the fine print, but I can't help you today. I said, okay. And I just drove away. I didn't test drive my car, and I won't be buying one there. I don't know how much money they make on cars, but it's a whole lot more than whatever they saved on the coupon. It wasn't like it was a free oil change. It was still expensive. So, guess I'm not getting that Honda. It was very off-putting. Oh, that's not how you do that. All right. I know you need a lot of time looking that way, and I do appreciate that because that's how I'll solve this puzzle, but I also want you to hurry up because I messed up. Okay. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna wait. We're gonna cycle through. I texted the sales guy who I had an appointment with. Honestly, I expected them to call me or something. I texted the sales guy who I had an appointment with, and I said, "Hey, sorry, I'm not gonna be able to test drive today. I came for an oil change, and they wouldn't honor the coupon." That's like literally what I said. And no reply. Oops. So, I don't know. So you might ask, Joker, you're doing all this to like save 20 bucks? And it's like, for me, it's the principle. It's the principle of it. If they had terms and conditions and I missed it and the sales rep pointed that out and said, oh, you missed it, I'd be like, that's on me. A lot of my job is minutia and fine print. So, like, I get it. I live in that world.
Emotional damage!
Oh, God, I forget how loud that is. Oh my God. I always forget how loud that is. I intentionally made it loud. What game was I playing? Limbo. I added that for Limbo. Was it Limbo? I forgot why I added that, but I added it. Oh no, they're grinding them up? Okay, let's do two things. We're gonna redeem Kerr's hug. Thank you, Kerr, and thank you for the emotional damage clip. The famous meme. Almost all the sound effects that play on stream are me recording. If somebody follows, hey, if you're watching and you want to follow, it'll, I mean, feel free, you don't have to, but if you do follow, it'll play a sound effect. That's me, it's my voice. If there's a raid, it's me. If there is a subscribe, it's me. It's very similar to the follow, plus a little bonus sound. So most of the sounds that play are me, but I was playing some game and I thought that the emotional damage one would be perfect, and then it was kind of too funny, and so I haven't removed it. But it's quite a bit more expensive than other sounds for that reason, because it's sort of terrifying. I also have time limits on it, so you can't spam it, Evo. See, that's me. I just go, and then I added an echo on the last one. There you go. Okay, so thank you for the hug, Kerr. A hug for me, hug back to you. A little mix of a hug and emotional damage. I do appreciate it. Yes, so, oh yes, also I was going to say, the modified theory is they are harvesting... If this planet was terraformed or seeded by these robots, then... Oh! Oh, no! No. No, 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 no. What I was going to say... Okay, don't mess with me, game. That's not cool. What I was going to say is they're essentially reharvesting them from raw parts because I think somewhere either some signals got crossed, maybe quite literally, or this planet has failed and they're reharvesting everything to basically collect natural resources and try again. That's my theory. I don't like the Mooey message. I don't know if he can see me or not. Okay, no? Okay. I mean, I don't, not a biologist, but I don't really see how grinding up all these animals is going to really get you that many resources back. I will also say this about Honda, not to like... This is not a reflection of the cars. This is just a dealership and the choices they made. I will also say this, the sales guy that I set up an appointment with, he called me instead of texting me, which is a little strange. He called me 3 times in a row. Do you know what it means when someone calls you 3 times in a row, doesn't leave a voicemail, doesn't text? It means there's an emergency, and there has been an emergency in a close family member's life, not technically my emergency, but either way, something bad happened recently, and that was the situation, is calling over and over and over because something bad happens. Don't call somebody 3 times in a row. left a voicemail and said, voicemail was like, call or text me back. And I'm just like, so I texted. Then he called again from my text. I said, I'm in meetings. I can't talk. Then he immediately called. I don't know. Anyways. So this same salesperson that is willing to call me 3 times, text, and then call back. What's happening here now? What happens in this chamber? Do we know what happens in this chamber? We don't know. We don't know, but we're going to stop it. Oh, come on, Joker. Hurry up. So the same person now has not replied. I don't know. Am I being unreasonable? Actually, you know what? Tell me if I'm being unreasonable. I was just in a meeting yesterday, and it didn't quite go well, and I asked somebody if I was being unreasonable, and, you know, I do want to know. Is that unreasonable? How does this solve my problem? I don't know. Oh, nope. Hold on. Does this work? If I drop this in here and then shut it? Oh, boy, I really thought that made sense. I really thought that was smart. I've actually lost the point of this puzzle now. What happens if I do this? Okay, they both deactivate. Okay. Is that it? I just, like, literally just do that to waste time? This can't be the solution. Is that the solution? I guess that's the solution? Oh, we're about to get mooey. Okay. How do we open that? Well, we can push that button, but the robot can't push the button. Okay, can I fly in there? Is that it? Is this just open? Does this make sense? That is not the solution. Okay. Okay, I go... Okay, I think when I stop activating the drones, I've, like, kind of just literally forgotten. Then they don't come back to life if I've controlled them. Okay, yes. So now I can go... Wait, no, that doesn't make any sense. My plan was to... My plan, which is obviously wrong, was to bring the magnetic lift over here and then jump on it over there, but I can't bring it across this wall, so I'm clearly doing something wrong. I am clearly doing something wrong, and I can't take the lift to jump up there, can I? Does it revert over time? Maybe. Let's see what happens. Let's climb on it. Does it go up automatically? I don't think it does. No, that was a different puzzle. Is there any way to position it? No, because I would need to jump on it to get up here, and then to get up there to there, and like, man, I'm missing the solution. I am missing the solution. Okay, let's just confirm there is nothing more we can do with this machine over here, and then we can be done with this machine. Okay, I feel like there's nothing more we can do there. Maybe I can use the drone to knock the box off. I don't know how that helps me, but it's something. It's progress. I don't think I actually tried to knock it off. Oh, okay. Okay. I think yes. Oh, if I knock this off, then they'll move Mooey there. Oh, never mind. That is the solution. Right? Now you'll activate? Or no? Okay, that's not the solution. Oh no. I haven't really been stuck on any puzzles thus far in this game. I think part of the problem is I was telling that story and I was not paying attention to what was happening. How do I... Okay, hold on. Let's move the drone out of the way. Okay. Can we get on this box? We can get on this box to go up a level. So maybe we do need... Alright, maybe this is the solution. Maybe jumping up there is the solution. And remember how I said, well, we need 2 things to jump? Well, we have 1 thing right here. So that might be it. Okay. We might be there. I'm still not fully convinced that this is enough. So this would get us here. Or maybe... Okay, let's think this through. This would get us here. Is it that we just need to be on this platform? Drone in the box and then drop it in the chamber? That makes a lot more sense. That makes a lot more sense. Yes, because then there's something in the box. We haven't done a drone in the box yet, but let's try it. Otherwise, my other idea is get on that other platform and maybe standing there activate something, but... This might not be the best way to try to do this. Okay, I don't know if it's open on the other side, but it's definitely worth trying. Boy, I almost got it that first try, didn't I? Actually, can I tell? Oh, there we go. Okay, it doesn't look like it's open on any sides. That doesn't make it a bad idea. So now I'm thinking, if I'm standing here, do the machines activate? Like, literally, do I just need to be standing there? Because if that's the solution... I thought just dropping the drone in the chamber... Oh! Wait, yes! Because remember, I tried to drop the drone in the chamber, and everything lit up, and it was a weird color, but that's because the box was still in the way. So I think I just literally do this. No, that's not the solution. But it's red. It's red like... Oh! It just... Okay, wow, we're overthinking this. It just needs the box in the chamber. Just an empty box. And then it'll spit out Mooey to where the box was. Wow, I was way overthinking this. Okay, I will need the drone over here for the next part of this plan. Wow, okay. Yeah, that was just way overthinking. Drop in the other box. Exactly. Yeah, exactly, Kerr. You got it, too. Yeah, I was just like, just too much thinking. Wow, I mean, I just made that so hard. It is not that hard of a puzzle. Use the drone, knock the box off, put the other box in. It actually is, like, relatively straightforward. But I really I really went for it. Mooey is back! We knew Mooey was going to be back because King Doc told us that Mooey is okay. Which I asked for that spoiler. I had to know. And maybe that lost some of the excitement or tension. I don't care. If we were not going to reunite with Mooey, I don't know that I could have enjoyed the rest of the game. I needed to be prepared for that. Let's get some extra pets. I know they did the cutscene pets, but we can do some extra pets too. Alright, let's push some buttons. You love pushing buttons. Oh. Considering how bad I am at flying drones, this is actually a puzzle. Okay, we gotta feather it. Oh boy. Ooh. I turned them right back on. Oops. Whew. Alright. That was... We were successful. We didn't make any mistakes, but that was... I was not confident that I was going to achieve that. Alright, that last puzzle was one of those puzzles that, like, in hindsight, was actually not that hard. Is this an electrical, or is that just a weird glow? We're gonna find out. It's just a weird glow. It is not electrified, unlike everything else that's that color, which is electrified. So, a little confusing. I think that's just saying there is power to these areas. Alright, I'll come back for you. Or you'll just find your way down that way. Mooey! I like that when I'm falling to my death, my last thought is Mooey. I appreciate that. So that was not a wall kick situation, that was a climb on top and jump like a full person situation. I'd like to call that a little bit of an oopsie doodle. That was an oopsie doodle. Okay, I feel like, and I have no reason to believe this other than generally knowing how roughly how long the game is and how long we've been playing, I feel like we're about to get to some big robot climax. And now that the screen all went white and everything is different, I'm feeling a little bit more confident about that. Baby's crying like a nursery. Are they trying to... Okay, minor prediction tacked on to everything I've said thus far. Are they literally just trying to restart it now because somewhere in their programming this planet has failed, so they're just literally starting over, and the way to do that is like wiping things clean? There's babies, there's actual babies. Now they're not necessarily like evil, right? These robots, like, we don't know that these things are evil. Kerr says the game's about 4.5 hours long. Yes, this is part 2. We did play on the other day, and I'm a little bit slower than your average bear. So I think we're over 5 right now. So maybe that's it. Maybe this is just a reboot of what they think is a failed population because they lost signal because of maybe some EMP or something. Maybe it has to do with the arrangement of the planets. You play like me, enjoy every moment. I wish I did enjoy every moment. Sometimes I do a bad job of that. That's kind of like, I know it's an overused term, but that's kind of like mindfulness, which is really taking things like in the present, which is like the best way to live. That doesn't mean you never plan or you never think about things, but yes, mindfulness is kind of the ideal way to approach life. Okay. So all the people are here. They're grinding up the animals. They don't grind up the pets. Oh, look! They're eating Soylent Green! Soylent Green is people! In this case, it's all the creatures. Many of you have probably heard the term Soylent Green, and Soylent is a weird product. But if you haven't seen it, it's an interesting movie. I want to say 70s, starring Charlton Heston. It's called Soylent Green. And it's a real classic, like sci-fi. Kind of, I don't know, horror is the, I don't know if that's the right word. Worth a watch. We found Elo? I mean, that doesn't look like Elo, so did we hear Elo? Oh, we heard him. Okay, I was talking, so I missed it. Sorry. Imagine that, I was talking.
Lana? Elo? Elo! Lana! Papa! Dear! Elo!
Boo, 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 boo. Doesn't work if I do it by voice. Well, I kind of prefer where we were. I would just say that was a horrible jump I did. I would just say that if they capture us, which again, I don't know why these things kill us instead of capturing us, but if they capture us and we get put in a pod, because of our, oops, I thought that was, I saw that thing over there, I thought it was one of those activation boxes, so I'm like, run towards the danger! Oops! No, don't run towards the danger, run away from the danger. Big jump! Yes, so what I was going to say is, because of our wristband, we might actually... No! Follow Mooey! Baba Booey! Sorry, that's not a thing I know. Left or right, left or right! Follow Mooey! Mooey knows! Oh, shoot! There's a door closing. I don't think we're gonna make it! Ah! Okay. Oh, that was... We had another half second. We had plenty of time. Okay. Whew, alright, that was intense. That's kind of the biggest chase moment so far. And now it is all black. How's my lighting, by the way? So I noticed that in dark games, wearing the dark hoodie, I don't pop out as much, so I changed up my lighting, but kind of only for this stream. It might be less immersive, but I wanted to not have my hoodie blend in. So it looks okay, right? Looks okay? I don't know. Let me know. I always want feedback on how my microphone sounds, how the game volume is, how the camera looks. All of that's important because I go back when I go to edit it to upload it to YouTube. Hi, YouTube, if you're watching. And I get so mad at myself. I'm like, oh my god, it sounds terrible. I don't have the technical skills to really fix this, so I'll tweak it a little bit and hope for the best. Oh boy, this is the eyeball, right? Or a depiction of it. I mean, it's not literally an eyeball, but this is the thing that, this is the central power, right? Everything is a glowing ball. This is the central power unit. We're gonna play the tone that is, we're gonna play the tone that makes them take care of us instead of hurt us. Which is, of course, right? 10, 1, 10, 1, 10, 10, 1. We're all ready for that? Oh. And dead instantly. I was trying to time that better. Did not, obviously. What happened to Mui? Where's Mui? Mui's behind me. Okay. Okay, got it. Okay. These are blast shields. Oh, that was close. just ran off the edge. I'm like, oh, I finally figured out this puzzle. Just run off the edge. Okay, we got it. We got it. We know how to solve it. What can we solve it? It looks like actually a decent amount of time. Yeah, I don't think I did this one right. That was a little too close. Whew. Why would this go off because I pushed that button? Or maybe that's the point of the button. Okay, looks like I'm going back the other way. I don't know what's gonna happen. Just literally no idea what's gonna happen. Oh. Oh, come on, don't do me quick time. Again, you can't... No game has ever beaten me with the requirement of how fast to push a button. This is all for drama. I'm pushing the button fast enough, don't you worry. Will I push the right button? That's a much more difficult question. All drama. There is no way I'm not fast enough. I'm clearly going fast enough. That's scripted. Scripted to make me look like I'm weak. I'm so fast at pushing buttons. It's like my one gamer talent. I don't know if we want to break it. Do we want to break it, or do we want them to like work with us? Again, pushing the correct button is the real challenge. Did I memorize that song for no reason? Are we just gonna... Okay, now my thumb is actually starting to get tired. I'll be, just to be clear, it is actually starting to get a little tired. What does this look like outside the mothership? That's what I want to know. Mui's just chilling there that whole time I'm doing that. Oh. Is that what we want? I mean, I guess it's better for them to be disabled than to be attacking us. Right? Between those two options. Sorry about the timing of the ad break, folks. Just sneezed it. Now, Mui is like super powered now. Baba Booey. Again, I did it again. My character's crying, but there's just no way. Movie's gonna come back, gonna be super powered. That's it. Because he's got all that energy in him. If I play the right tone, then he'll be okay. I'm not musically inclined. Okay. So they can be powered and turn for the good. That's me. I mean, he's talking about me. But, like, why was their programming to be bad? I mean, bad in quotes, because it's like, if they don't have morality, then they are just following some kind of programming. But, like, what or who played the tone to get them to take out Earth? You know what? I bet it was humans. I bet it's humans from the origin planet, which we're going to call Earth. And this is not Earth. Is Mooey a robot? Was Mooey always a robot? Is that why they didn't destroy it? Because remember, the children all had little Mooey pets? Mooey is not a random animal. Mooey is one of the robot companions. That makes sense. Like, the children grow up with a robot? I bet Mooey's a robot. There you go. Is that the end? Is that the credits? Do we see anything else? Here's my theory. I have no idea if this is right. The theory is humanity was like, we didn't hear back from this colony. I guess it failed, right? Because something did fail. Like, that we know. So since this colony failed, let's send robots. Look at that. Robots in the background working like a boat. Since we didn't get a signal back, we seem to have failed. So we programmed them to go and re-terraform the planet. That's my theory. And so the robots weren't given, like, these detailed instructions of, like, how to do things right or good. Because, again, there's not morality. They were told terraform the planet. And then it turns out that society, or people, or culture, had survived. I have no idea if what I'm saying is correct, but none of my theories have been wrong. Proven wrong, I'll say that. So it is within the realm of possibility. And so it was probably humans from Earth giving them that directive And so when they got here, oh, there's people here. Well, the directive is terraform, so capture the people and, you know, destroy the planet. And maybe ultimately they wouldn't have killed everybody, but they did kill some people. They killed my character many times. So now instead, Mui and I reprogrammed them to be caretakers, which is what humans should have done, but humans on Earth probably assumed things had failed. We're going to visit the gravestone, and that's where our brother's going to be, and we're going to reunite, and it's going to be a very happy and sad moment, and I'm looking forward to that. This is the very beginning of the game, by the way. Except now I have Mui with me. The game does look good, yeah. It's I like it. Yeah, it's a nice. I think you can do this art style with, you know, it doesn't need to be like Indiana Jones and full ray tracing, and it's just like, that looked good too, you know, when I could play it on good settings. But yeah, this looks great. Hilo! Hilo! Oh no, where is my brother? I mean, he was there. He was safe in the cage, so he should be fine, right? Because not everybody was safe. I'm betting a lot of people died. Well, maybe not a lot of people, because most people were captured immediately where I got away. There we go. Okay, I was like, we just never gonna find Elo? Okay, I just googled, just so we can have a point of discussion while the credits roll here, like, Planet of Lana story explained. I don't see anything that I'm looking now, like, from the developers. But there are a bunch of discussions on Reddit. So this person says robots are collecting people, not killing them. They don't use lethal weapons, but tasers. Oh, maybe they're not killing me each time. Maybe it's tasers. On the mothership, people are kept in cabins. Yes. The crash of the colonist ship clearly did not cause the malfunction behavior of the robots, so they were in hibernation for centuries. Yes. There's no robot teachers or mentors on the mothership to teach people anything. Yes. Construction work is underway near and on the mothership. Yes. So robots receive the signal, plan of action, and the blueprints of the newest ship and are trying to bring descendants of the colonists home to Earth. Oh, that's this person's theory. That's interesting. So their theory is they were essentially trying to bring everybody back. And they were... So this person's theory is, I think, equally correct. I don't know like what the game developers would say, but right, if you have a theory and you essentially try to prove that theory wrong, there's nothing in the game that'll prove it wrong. So his theory, this person, their theory is, on Reddit, is everything I think, except instead of re-terraforming the planet, which is what I thought they might be doing, the theory is they bring them back to Earth. I don't know. I think that's a perfectly fine theory. That might be it. Where I differ is, why send somebody, robots and humans, all the way out here just to cage them and bring them back? Like, is it just like a breeding planet? That seems not super efficient, considering the level of technology they have. Where the resources on Earth might be dwindling, and so they send out exploration ships. So, I don't know. That could be a good theory. I'm not saying it's a bad theory. And it very well could be correct. But, I like mine better. It also makes humans both the bad guys and the good guys, in my theory. And I also think Mui is a robot. like a programmed companion. So good job, game. Oh, sorry, who made this? Oh, well, Ellie, wishfully. That's okay. That's why people were saying wishfully. Yeah, I would say good game. Enjoyed it quite a bit. My complaints I kind of mentioned throughout. I felt like some of the novelty was lost in some of the repetition of the puzzles, which I didn't feel that way in a game like Limbo, even though I think Limbo and this game are very similar in the way they show you a problem and escalate the puzzles. I think they're actually really similar. But I don't know. I felt it more in this game. Also, and maybe it was to minimize load zones, but the times that you spent just running between puzzle to puzzle, sometimes were not a lot going on in the background, so you're just kind of running. So those are my criticisms. That in no way takes away from the game itself. I love the sci-fi story to it. Limbo had emotional story. And this game had a sci-fi story, and I really enjoy the sci-fi story. So I really like the game. I give every game critical feedback if I have it. That is not to take away. Thank you, Kerr. That is not to take away from the game by any means. But very much enjoyed this game. This is a one-day game. Took me 2 days. You know me, folks. But yeah, you could definitely sit down and play this in one day. And I think it's worth doing. It is currently on Xbox Game Pass. I again have that for a few more weeks, so I'm prioritizing games that are on Xbox Game Pass. Not to say that I will forever use Xbox Game Pass. I'm actually running low on the list of games I plan to play on the Xbox Game Pass, so I think we will be moving back to getting games from wherever I can. Epic, Steam, Humble Bumble, game sales, go through my collection of games I already have. I've probably got like 50 games that I haven't played. You know how it is. We're all the same way. And of course, I always look for new releases, although it is not typically our go-to. So thank you, everybody, for joining me. I really appreciate it, and I very much enjoyed this game, and hope to see you soon with the next game. Okay, bye.